gonna start in a couple minutes. Hope everyone is doing very well. Obviously, this is not a live stream, but nonetheless, I'm gonna shine that light. All right, welcome back to another worthless month. But first thing I should say is, oh Canada, oh Canada. It is July 1st, 2023, and it is Canada Day in Canada. And for the last few weeks, I've been prepping to make another Dognuttery in Canada video, and I wanted it to be right on Canada Day. And the funny thing is, on this day, people usually fire fireworks out. But in Canada, I've heard a lot of things in America about dogs and fireworks. You don't hear any problems with it in Canada. No, I know it's there. I may have read a couple things about it, or may read something today, but it's not as prevalent as like the States. But nevertheless, oh Canada Day, if you're from Canada, I guess happy Canada Day to you. But we are going to shine a light on this horrendous dog culture that runs wild in Canada. I know it's everywhere, but I'm trying to focus on things that have been going on in Canada regarding these worthless mutts. And 1 second. So lots to cover. I know I said I might do 2 hours, but I may actually do 2 parts. Today I worked overtime, so I'm tired. Like, I am just tired. It wasn't a planned overtime or anything like that. It's just last minute. I'm kind of thinking, do I go overtime? Do I not? I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just go overtime, get a few things done, make an extra buck. And, all in all, I am tired. Throughout the day, I drank some like caffeine and all that to try to keep me up for this, but as of right now, it's not working too well. But anyways, let's get into it. Lots to show you. Lots to show regarding this culture. And so first thing that I want to show, we got to get to the root of this Dognuttery in Canada. It says on Google, in Canada, 1 to 2 human deaths a year on average can be attributed to dog attacks. Statistics that is comparable with the annual average of 15 deaths in the United States. Further systematic information is lacking on dog attacks and related fatalities in Canada. So it's not too much compared to other places. But knowing this dog culture, they lie. They hide stuff. I'm pretty sure it's more prevalent in Canada than what we realize. But this is what they say. In Canada, only 1 to 2 human deaths per year, which is still one too many. One too many. So I'm trying to find something on my computer and it's like not working, but anyways. Next thing I wanted to talk about, I was kind of curious. Everything I have today it's gonna be all over the place. Just so much to show to just organize it. So we're gonna be jumping from place to place. Some things are related, other things are not. But anyways, so I wondered. The other day I was, arriving home. Long story short, someone, as they were leaving, they put a dog on their lap as they drove away, and I asked the question: how many accidents are caused by dogs while a person is driving and while that dog is in the car? Like, how many accidents happen? And to look up and to kind of reflect on what I saw, like, how do you drive when there's something in your lap like that? It's kind of hard. Isn't it a little discomforting? Things moving around, things on your lap, and you're trying to get the pedal. It's very distracting. And it's not just an issue for this dog nut, it's an issue for everyone. And this is what they do. They will endanger people around them just for their worthless mutt. They said in the article, again, I don't care about the dog. Bailey might be deaf in 1 ear and blind in one eye. Don't care. He says, I don't care about that. But okay. And he says, who loves going for car rides, especially if he gets some time in the driver's seat on his owner's lap. I feel that's very dangerous. But according to Manitoba traffic rules and a ticket Bailey's owner recently got, that's a no-no, which is good. These people need to stop endangering people just for their insecurities. Owner Ed, let's call him Led, says one of Bailey's favorite spots is snuggling between his between his left arm and the driver's side door. That's still very distracting. That way, the pooch, worthless mutt, gets a good sniff out the window. I just thought if he's sitting here quietly, not bothering me, where's the problem? Again, these dog nuts, they have this way of thinking of just me. Just think of me. Me. The dog is friendly to me. That means the dog is be friendly to everyone. Me. This close-ended thinking. And we're just seeing it right here. The problem turns out to be in Manitoba's and their act, which makes it an offense offense to drive if the control of the driver over the driving mechanism of the vehicle is obstructed or limited by reason of load or number of persons on the front seat or in any part of the vehicle. Earlier this month, police officer pulled Led over on this drive in Winnipeg because he believed the dog on the driver's lap was obstructing the steering wheel. Again, whether it was or not, this is still distractive driving. He said barely could technically jump up and cause an accident. And not only just jump up in this guy's lap, this thing could jump out of the window. Another dog nut might be seeing that there's a dog in the way, and what they're gonna do, they're gonna stop, sudden stop, or swerve out of the way, and potentially causing an accident, which can lead to death. So in Winnipeg, so far this year, Winnipeg police say they have issued 36 fines for this type of infraction. It's not just pets that are caught potentially obstructing the steering wheel. Drivers can be fined for having other humans sitting on their lap. Okay, who does that? Anyways, the officer would have to feel that the animal, dog, cat, whatever. Again, it's always going to be dog. Why they, okay, let's say 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a dog. But they want to add cat so it's not just a dog thing. Their whole motive in this dog culture is to be dog. Well, anyways, you guys get the point. So I think this is very distracting. This thing looks creepy. To serve for any person to allow a dog in a vehicle, period, is distracted driving. Because we know leashes can't hold these things down. Cages, whatever, can't hold these things down. All this thing has to do is run, jump in the car, and it can cause an accident which can lead to death. Not just to the dog nut, but to people, to citizens, to pedestrians, which isn't fair. But again, these dog nuts, they only care about themselves. Woman killed in crash after driver stopped to let dog cross road. This just happened recently this month. Police have released new details about a chain reaction collision in Vaughan that left a 70-year-old woman dead, all because of a worthless mutt. The collision happened on Pine Valley Drive, north of Major Mackenzie Drive, at around 7:30 p.m. In a news release issued on Friday, police said that the officers have since learned that the driver of a blue Mazda stopped their vehicle in the roadway in order to allow the dog to cross. The Ford Escape operated by the 70-year-old victim then came to a stop behind the Mazda, police say. That is when it was struck. That is when it was struck truck. It was struck truck by southbound Mercedes, causing the chain reaction collision. Lady was sent to hospital. And yeah, so apparently this driver stopped for a worthless mutt and caused an accident. And there was another video, might be on YouTube, in another country. Dogs in the middle of the road, and this lady, I guess it's a dog nut now, stopped, causing an accident. The guy was on a motorbike. The lady sudden stopped. The guy then crashed, and didn't get really. I don't think he was seriously hurt, but he flipped over his bike onto the other car. So what I've learned in driving school, they say don't, if there's an animal in the road, just drive over it. Because chances are, you can cause an accident if you sudden stop. So just like this person, suddenly stopped for this worthless mutt. And what happens? And someone had to lose their life because of a dog. Because someone wanted to save a dog. And in the end, a 70-year-old woman died because of a dog nut. And this dog. Dog causes car to roll into ditch after accidentally changing gears. And this is why dogs should not be allowed in cars, period. Uh, again, I've seen so many videos of this. There's one video on YouTube. Dog pretty much drove the car into a dealership. Just drove right into a dealership. Luckily, no one was hurt. But again, dogs should not be allowed in vehicles. They shouldn't be. They're just too. They cause too much problems. Um, the Ontario Provincial Police officer who attended to a vehicle that rolled into it discovered that it was a family's worthless mutt that was responsible for the crash. According to the OPP, the vehicle had been inadvertently set in motion by the dog that was alone inside the car. Again, dogs don't know what they're doing. They don't know what is going on. They don't know anything. A lot of these dog nuts think dogs know things. They act like dogs do know when they don't know anything. They just do whatever. They just don't know. So this is an example. They just don't know what the hell they're doing. The vehicle's owner, who just had exited the car, tried to stop it, but failed and sustained minor injuries. And that's all I can read because they want me to pay a few bucks just to read this article. But look how ugly this thing is. There's no way this is this ugly. So there you have it. Another accident that could have potentially hurt someone or killed someone caused by a worthless mutt. Yeah, so I tried looking for fireworks dog news in Canada. Didn't really find much. Um, didn't really find much. How about this? This happened a couple days ago. 6-year-old girl bitten after 2 dogs on the loose in Toronto. It's 6. T-dot. Police say a child was reportedly bitten after 2 dogs were on the loose in Scarborough on Wednesday morning. Paramedics said they took a 6-year-old child to the hospital with serious injuries. Police said the incident happened near Midland and Lawrence Avenue. I know that area. Report came in that there were two unleashed dogs and that a child had been bitten. Witness said he and his brother were in the area when they heard a mother and a girl screaming for their life. And this is why people don't want these dogs near them. And the owner's going to say, oh, my dog is friendly. I guarantee this owner thought these dogs were friendly, and look what happened. Look what happened. Said he saw the mother and the daughter on the ground as one of the dogs began biting them around the thigh. He said the daughter was bitten badly and was bleeding. Again, this is attempted murder. These things attack to kill. They're not just going to attack to bite you and then walk away. They are attacking to kill. Attempted murder right here. They scared them off. Another witness named Jeff told Global News that he saw the aftermath of the dog attack when a man wearing shorts and no shirt was chasing 2 dogs through the area. I saw the cut of the girl's leg. The bite was really bad. This is why, again, these things need to be removed. They need to be removed. And they added, the dogs were known to run around the hydro field. So I guess these things these things have been running loose around the area and attempted to kill 2 people. She said the dogs allegedly did the attack and appeared to be the worthless German Shepherd mixed breed, while a golden lab doodle mix was standing behind. I'm not going to say anything. I want to say something, but I'm going to leave it at that. The dogs were later secured by Animal Services, and a spokesperson for Toronto Police said the owner of the dogs has also been located. Also confirmed that the child was bitten after the dogs went loose, but officers are still investigating the circumstance of what happened. What more do you need to, like, what more is there need, what more do they need to investigate? Worthless Mutts attempted to kill 2 people. And this is, like, what more do you need to investigate? And again, these things are too dangerous. Too dangerous. Where's the owner? 2 dogs loose in the area. No owner. And these things attempted to kill 2 people. And they wanted to investigate. Instead of investigating, put these things down, find the owner, and lock him in prison. These people are too dumb. They shouldn't be having these things. They're too dumb. And I can't believe, like, why is it so easy for any dumbass, any dumbass Canadian to get these things? So easy. Sure, there's not many attacks in Canada, but it still happens here. It still happens. They still have to train these things. They still have to make sure they're leashed and the doors are locked and fences are this. Why? Because they're dangerous. Because they're reckless. These things are reckless. They're brain dead. Man. This is why these things need to be removed. Eliminated. Child was about to be killed. But we want to stop and investigate and probably send these things back into the community. It's ridiculous. The victims that are living with the aftermath of a dog attack, it's heartbreaking. I mean, it's heartbreaking that there's been so many attacks worldwide, but nothing happens. It's like it's so normal. It's like we just happens and we shrug and move on. Like, well, why? These things are deadly. Things are annoying. They're reckless, disgusting. They're ugly. So many problems. They cause so much problems. The MLA, I'm not sure what that stands for. In Eastern PI is one of the latest people calling for change to the Provincial Dog Act after witnessing the aftermath of several people getting attacked by dogs in Kings County. I've responded to a number of attacks as a paramedic, and they're significant in nature. They're quite traumatic. But yet, we still allow them and still allow any dumbass Canadian to own these things. I realize the act just wasn't enough. It does not protect victims. Again, these dog nuts can create laws after laws, rules, dog rules, whatever. But if they're not being reinforced, what good are they? If you have law enforcement that are dog nuts, the judge that are dog nuts, councilmen that are dog nuts, the government that are dog nuts, it doesn't matter. You know that these dog nut people are going to side with the dog. And look what's happening in Ontario. They're looking to reverse the ban on penned dog hunting, where they can allow innocent animals to get slaughtered by dogs. And like I said, that's going to open up the door for pit bull, for pit bull bull baiting again, or whatever you want to call it. It's so traumatic. Then we need to, again, I'm saying, we need to eliminate dogs. We need to eliminate them. Eliminate dogs. That's the solution. No dogs, no problems. But if we continue to have them and make these bogus laws and rules and not reinforce them, what's the point? And it's the same dog nutters that are making these rules and laws. And guess what's happening? Same traumatic experiences happening every single day. And this person saying this act isn't strong enough. You know why? Because it's not being reinforced. It's not. Even if it is, and there are dogs in the area, the dogs don't know anything about the rules or whatever. They're going to continue to act like worthless mutts. It's still going to be a problem. And again, we need to eliminate these dogs. It does not protect victims of these attacks. It's not about the victim. It's not even about the dog owner. It's about the dog. The dog can do whatever it wants. The dog can attack whomever it wants. The dog can do whatever it wants. People are going to worship that dog. They're going to worship the dog 100%. They don't care. Again, these dogs don't really care about the owner. They don't care about the victim. It doesn't matter if you've been attacked or killed by a dog. They don't care. They only care about the dog. And a lot of people got to get that in their head, that this is a dog culture, dog worship, Dognuttery. And some people don't realize that there's a dog culture, a dog agenda going on. Some people don't even know it. Like this person. These are not the right word that they should be saying. They should be saying, hey, we need to eliminate dogs. You can't, what's that saying? You can't have your cake and eat it too. This is what they're pretty much doing. Screw the laws, screw the rules, eliminate all dogs. We want everyone to be safe. You can't be safe when there's dogs around. Whether they're attacking or not, again, dogs are filthy, they're disease-ridden, they're annoying. It doesn't matter. They're just so toxic. You don't even have to be near a dog for it to bother you. They can bark all night. They can shit on your lawn. They can piss on your lawn. They can be stalking you, terrorizing the neighborhood. That's all they have to do. Gotta eliminate the dogs. The problem is working on new legislation and has been for the last couple of years. The plan is to replace the current act entirely with what is currently called the Dog Owners Act. There's going to be real focus on safety again, both for the island residents and visitors and pets. Just eliminate the dogs. They make another act. Again, it's dog nuts making these things. Dog nuts are the law enforcement. Dog nuts are the judge. Dog nuts are the jury. You can't win. You can't win. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You got to eliminate them. We just read this. Yeah, we just read it. 6-year-old girl, 6-year-old. I mean, there's only 6. She was attacked by 2 worthless mutts. Just like that. Just like that. I mean, they can, have all the leash laws they want. They can make a leash law, but having a leash law isn't going to prevent something like this. It doesn't. Having many dog laws isn't going to prevent this from happening. You can have them, maybe even reinforce them, but if this thing decides to escape, it's going to attack someone. So those laws, it means nothing. But what can be done is if we eliminate these dogs. 4 people injured in Hammersmith dog attack. It was just today. People were injured in Saturday on Saturday after being attacked by a dog in Hammersmith. Police said efforts were ongoing, established that the dog. Police said were ongoing to establish the dog's breed after the attack on Field Road. Wonder what that means. The dog was restrained before being seized. 4 people self-presented at the hospital with puncture wounds. The conditions are being treated as not life-threatening. 40-year-old man was arrested at the scene on suspicion of being in charge of a dangerously out-of-control worthless mutt. He was taken into custody, and when witnessed the incident, again, it's funny how they say, police said efforts were ongoing to establish the dog's breed. Again, it was a pit bull. And I think this proves it. 40-year-old man was arrested on the scene, being in charge of a dangerously out of control dog. They mean it's a pit bull, bully breed. Again, we can make all the laws we want. We can make all the laws we want, but these things are still going to attack someone. Yeah, you can't have dumbass Canadians owning these things because it doesn't do anything. It just endangers people. Haven't read this yet, but I want to see how they handled this. Child recovering after coyote attack in Winnipeg. He peeked out the window only to see what he thought was a dog attacking a boy. They rushed out the door, being mauled. The 9-year-old being mauled by a coyote. He managed to chase it off and flag down others to help. Residents only came out of their homes to tend to the boy while Funk grabbed a shovel to scare the animal further away. They're not afraid of people, not afraid of dogs, Funk said of an increasing number of coyotes he's seen in North Winnipeg neighborhood. Police say the boy and his 15-year-old sister were walking around the street when the coyote ran towards them as they tried to flee. The family of the victim confirmed he received stitches in the head and is recovering at home. Coyotes being spotted around the city, attacks on people remain uncommon. And they say it's not like it's happening all the time. But if this was a regular dog, they would be attacking people nonstop. They wouldn't even take a break. They would just be attacking people nonstop. But at least the coyote will take a break. Will only come out at night or whatever. They take breaks. They go to hiding. But dogs, they will stay around attacking people. Like, it's like they're in a rush to see how much people they can attack. I just want to see if they killed the thing. Just to show you, hey, these things attack people and, they're shot instantly. But a dog attacks people. Guess what happens? They're seized, they get food, and guess what? They're out again in the community, willing to attack people, willing to attack more people. So what this is. So it's just about these worthless mutts being used as service dogs. Again, I really don't care. I don't call me whatever you want. I don't care. I think all dogs should be eliminated. I don't care if you're a service dog, a guide dog, therapy dog. All of them should be eliminated. All of them. Because if we allow this in, we gotta allow every other worthless mutt in. They should all go. I think a lot of these people, whatever, again, I don't care, call whatever. I think all the people are fine. Okay, no, maybe that's not the right word. I think a lot of these people just have some serious insecurities. They're just lazy, incompetent. They're foolish. Maybe some aren't even. I guarantee a lot of them aren't even going through anything. But they just want to have this worthless mutt near them at all times. They just want to rub it in. Just want to bother people. So this service dog thing, I don't care about it. It's garbage. I really don't care. I don't care. I already went through this in another video. Don't care about them. Don't care what you have. It doesn't bother me. Like it doesn't. I don't care. It's kind of off topic. Who the hell cares? Is this kid in Canada? Don't know. Friendly dog. Friendly dog. What does that mean? Friendly. God, like I said again, doggos gotta stay in line, man. Train your freaking dog, man. Guarantee this thing was like approaching the police in a manner, and they took no chance. They're not gonna take any chance because these police don't know that the dog is friendly. How are they supposed to know the dog is friendly? They don't even know the dog. As if, like, how are they supposed to know the dog is friendly? This ugly thing approaching them, barking at them, looking at them. Hey, shoot away. Dog is being stressed out, then back up. Sit in a corner. Tuck your tail between your legs and sit there. I guarantee if dogs went into a corner, tuck their tail between their legs and just crunch up like a worthless ball that they are, police wouldn't be shooting them. But they always gotta bark and approach people. And guess what happens? Just like Marshall and Millions, they get put down. They get put down. So who cares? It's a freaking worthless mutt. Who cares? And they just have to use these pictures with the picture with the worthless mutt and the child, and look where the dog is looking. The dog doesn't know what's going on. Dog doesn't know what's happening. It's just ugly and worthless. I wouldn't trust a thing like this approaching me. Nah, it's gonna get shot, and rightly so. And the dog was shot 4 times. The next time should be 5 because I don't know. But good for the dog. Good for the dog. So this is from October 27, 2021. Dog bites happen every day, often to children, but urban pet policies can help prevent them. No, they can't. As long as the dogs are in the area, as long as dogs are there in the area, there are going to be problems. Someone's going to get bitten. Provoked, unprovoked, I really don't care. Someone's going to get bitten. They can make as many policies they want. The dog doesn't know about these policies. The dog is going to continue to do what it does. And that is endanger people, hurt people, harm people, attempt to kill people. And they say over tens of million people per year, mainly children, are bitten. Canada, meanwhile, has not published a report on dog bite injuries in Canada and youth since 2003. And why is that? So they have not published a dog bite injuries in children and youth since 2003. That's a little suspect. Very suspect. Back in the 2003 report, containing alarming information among infants and toddlers, for example, more than 2/3 required emergency treatment because dogs had bitten their faces, heads, or necks. And more children between the ages of 5 and 9 receive emergency treatment for dog bite injuries than for ice hockey injuries as for youth aged 10 through 14. So yeah. Yeah, so these things are sending children to the hospital. Beyond healthcare, policies do exist to prevent dog bite injuries and lessen their impact. The Calgary model hinges on dog license. Again, this doesn't. I mean, if these policies worked, why hasn't there been a report on dog attacks to children since 2003? That is exactly 20 years. 20 years. I don't know. I did not plan this. I did not plan this out. Exactly 20 years. And there has been no report regarding dog bites. No. So they say due to this licensing program, Calgary has the highest return to owner rate and lowest pet euthanization rate in North America. So what does that mean? So I'm guessing dog bites someone, the dog is returned back to the owner. That's what it seems like. Yeah, so this Dognuttery is not it's not just an American thing, it is a worldwide thing. How about this? When policymakers or journalists call for more ambitious dog bite policies, they tend to highlight bans and restrictions based on dog breeds. This policy approach is often called breed-specific legislation. This emphasizes on dog breed is unsurprising considering that the media coverage of dog bite injuries tends to fixate on dogs described as pit bulls. Well, the fact remains is that more times than not, it is always the pit bull doing the attacking. And these people want to, they're so afraid to say the truth. And is it surprising that they're hiding information for over 20 years? 20 years. There's not been a report on dog attacks. Suspect stuff. This says stop vicious animal on premises. Responsible pet ownership. Okay. How is this responsible? They're choosing to get these deadly things. And they're going to have this sign or beware of dog sign or whatever. So they are dangerous. They know they're dangerous, but these people just like to endanger people. I'm going to give these dumbass people dogs and they can't handle it. Police dogs pose a serious risk to school children. Police deploy canine units to school classrooms for one reason: to manage the police brand to influence susceptible audiences. Can't pronounce that word right. Anyways, on December 14th, a 5-year-old elementary student at Samuel Berlin School was bitten in the face by a Winnipeg police service dog, ladies and gentlemen. Even when these things are trained with tons of money by the best trainers ever, they are placed in schools and they still bite children. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? The incident, like any serious one involving police, was referred to the Independent Investigation Unit, Manitoba's police oversight group. However, it reportedly did not meet the IIU unit's standard of serious injury certification and will therefore not be investigated. Okay, so the school, the police, whatever, they're collaborating and they bring this dog into the classroom and it attacks a child. And then this stuff, which no one really understands, it's just, okay. And they say there's no investigation. They add police dogs are not pets or lovable companions for school children, so why was this thing placed in the school? If they're not pets, if they're not lovable companions for school children, why have them in a school anyways? The Winnipeg Police Service's use of their canines for this seemingly unnegotious purpose alone warrants enough of a public interest for a proper investigation into the incident in question. Evidence suggests that the trained police canines pose a serious risk to public safety as they are prone to committing behavioral mistakes. Doesn't matter what kind of dog you are. Doesn't matter. These things will always be brain dead. It doesn't matter who's training them. They're brain dead. They're going to attack you. Covered a couple stories back in the day, a few months ago, whatever. Police dog got loose, and guess what happened? It just attacks random people. The trained police dog, trained with money and the best dog trainers ever, is still a menace to society. And now this, attacking a boy in a school. We've seen occasions of these same police dogs attacking children at the park. They're brain dead. You can train them all you want. They're brain dead. Dogs are brain dead. Police dogs are brain dead. Instead of, saying, F the police, it should be F the police dogs. F these police dogs. They say between 05 and 013 in the US, there were nearly 33,000 dog bites due to police canine intervention, resulting in trips to the emergency room. Police dog bites and associated injuries have also been increasing in Canada. The RCMP logged 291 police canine bites in 2010. However, beginning in 2015, the number would increase to over 400, totaling to over 2,000 bites through 2019. And a lot of these police officers with these dogs, they enjoy watching their dog, their police dog, inflict pain to a suspect or to a victim. They enjoy it. I think a lot of them get off to it. They love it. They want their dog to attack people. They want it. Chances are these police wanted their dog to attack a child. They love it. They get off to it. They're dog nuts. That's what they do. They want to see their dog attack. They want to. And I've seen videos that prove this. There was an incident. The man is on the floor, not resisting. The dog is still biting him. The dog finally gets off, and guess what the police officer does? He gives the dog a treat. And says, "Good boy. Good boy for attacking a suspect, a victim that is not resisting arrest." This is where we are with these dogs. And again, these police officers with these things, they want people to get attacked. They want to see their dog attack people. They do. I mean, they train these things just for that purpose. They train these dogs so it can attack people. So why wouldn't they want it to see it happen at least once? Man, it's just so frustrating. Back in 2016, how am I doing for time? 50 minutes. Tunnel pit bulls are almost gone, so why are there more dog bites than ever? So I'm going to let them tell the story.
Well, it's been about 10 years since a ban on pit bulls was put in place. It was supposed to increase public safety when it comes to dog bites. But now, a decade later, it turns out that the number of reported cases is actually higher than ever before. Here's Erica Vela with reaction to this Global News exclusive.
They are few and far between, a breed of dog that is feared by some. But what if it's not a problem with pit bulls in particular? The breed's population has dropped dramatically after the province introduced the 2005 ban.
So even when they're banned and they're almost gone, pit bulls still cause a lot of damage. So that should tell us something. They're banned. Not as many pit bulls, but they are still causing havoc. You can't make this up, people.
The beginning of the end of the reign of terror that pit bulls have wrought upon Ontarians.
In 2014...
And I remember it well back in 2004. Like every day on the news, you heard about a pit bull attack in Toronto. Like nearly every day, every week. Like it was crazy. This is crazy. And they banned these things, apparently. But I still saw these things on the streets. Since they were banned, till now, I still see them. So banning, laws, whatever, it doesn't work if it's not being reinforced. And this is why I say all dogs must be eliminated.
There were just over 300 pit bulls registered in Toronto. That's down from 1,400 a decade earlier. But numbers obtained by Global News show that despite the ban, there are more reported dog bites now than there was 10 years ago. In 2004, there were just under 600 recorded dog bites in Toronto. But fast forward to 2014, and that number has grown to just under 800. That has this MPP.
It's ridiculous how, okay, let's say there are less pit bulls. It's ridiculous that these things can still cause more attacks while there are less of them. It's crazy. There are less of these pit bulls, but they're still causing a lot more attacks than before. So it is the breed. It has to be the breed. Has to be the breed. I'm not dismissing the owner completely, but it is the breed. It is these things. They're deadly. Come on, people.
Who has been vocally against barring pit bulls once again, saying breed-specific bans don't work.
What is a pit bull? I mean, most of the dogs are mixed breeds. The law itself goes on a descriptive
basis. Okay, she knows what we're talking about. She knows what we're talking about. But these people like to play dumb. They like to play foolish. They like to play fool. They know what dogs we're talking about. And if they don't, again, I'm always saying, eliminate all dogs. You do that, no problem.
Basis, which would describe all sorts of different kinds of dogs.
Professional dog trainer Cameron Cook says the blame should be put on the owner and not on the dog.